All right, welcome back, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's a long break, and yes, we're happy to be back here today on Ambassador TV. Yes, do not forget that this is the station where we'll give you what you want, talking about what feeds your soul and your mind and keep the positive energy going. And ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back, and I'm sure that it's not too late to say Happy New Year to every of our esteemed listeners. Yes, it's a new year, year 2025, the beautiful year we have just been preaching about for over years. And here we are. We've started the journey on a positive note, and this is our first episode for the year 2025. We believe that you are happy to enjoy this wonderful edition with us today because it's still your favorite moment with Joe Baba. And yes, do not forget that I still remain your cool, calm, and collected Joe, always on the MIC, ready to take you on the roller coaster ride to make sure that yes, your optimistic lifestyle is on a balance. And do not forget that yes, we are always right here to feed your soul with so much energy and positivity that will help you to enjoy the journey of the year 2025. You all know that the year 2025 has started already, and so many of us are so much optimistic about what the year has to offer. Yes, I'm here to tell you that 2025 has a lot to offer. It has a lot of opportunities, possibilities, and abundance for you to enjoy only if you would put your mind in alignment with what the year has to offer. And talking about putting your mind in alignment, we are always here to ensure that a lot of us get the right message so that we'll not have a messed up year. And this is how we are kickstarting today's edition, which is our first edition of the year 2025. And today we'll be talking about optimism exercises that you can involve yourself in to enjoy the year 2025. We all know that it is very pivotal for you to start the year in an optimistic way, and you know that pessimism is something that would make you feel negative. It's a real downliner that would not help or encourage you with the right energy to go into the year 2025. Do not forget, like I told you, 2025 has a lot to offer, but it's all about how optimistic you can be throughout the year, because we're going to have tough times, we're going to have terrible times, we're going to have times that will make us feel down. But the only way we can survive this moment is while we know how to exercise our optimism. And today we're here to give you tips on exercises that will keep your optimism life in balance. And today we have a lot, but due to time, we'll be able to give you and dish out the little we can give you. I'm sure that when you involve in all of these practices at the end of today's edition, do not forget it's an exercise. So exercise is not something that you do and stop. It is something that you do continuously. It is something that you keep doing over and over, because when you keep doing it, it becomes a habit and it becomes a second nature to you. And today we'll be starting with what optimism is all about. Being optimistic, you already know that life alone has its own benefit for those who are optimistic. Talking about people who are optimistic, let me give you the benefits so that you can know what it takes to be optimistic and you can strive for it with all your energy. Talking about being optimistic, the benefits are it gives and improve your physical health, it helps you improve your mental health, and also it gives you an avenue to live a life of longevity. It makes you to live longer. It makes you to stay on healthy life balance for a long period of time. So talking about being pessimistic, there is no advantage for a pessimistic being. So the only thing you can do is to find every possible way to maintain your optimistic energy. And before we move on to the tips that we will be giving you, we would like to quickly go on a quick commercial break just for you to feel cool, feel relaxed, feel calm, so that we can enjoy this optimistic journey together. So please don't touch that dial. Stay cool, stay calm. We'll be right back in a jiffy.
Atanda Lemuburo.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget that it's still moment with Joe Baba, and this is how we are bringing the first edition. And these are the tips that brings about optimism in the life of an individual who is soaring high in the year 2025. And the first tip I will be giving you, the first tip to practice for your optimistic exercise is what I call reframing negative thoughts. Reframing negative thought is very important for you to practice, especially in a moment whereby you understand that things are not going to, go well according to the way you plan it. Sometimes, there are going to be failures, there are going to be down moments in the year 2025. There are going to be period whereby you feel down, you feel like, oh, what is life throwing at me? And the only way you can actually, exercise your optimism is by practicing or reframing those negative thoughts. The best way you can do it is to change or shift your perspective about whatever situation life might have thrown at you. Sometimes you might go into business in this year and the business might fail, the business might not come out the way you want it to be. Sometimes the only way you can do to maintain your optimism is to reframe your negative thought, because when that business fails, the negative thought will keep popping up in your mind and it will want to drain your energy and make you feel down. But if you can change your perspective and see it as an opportunity for growth, that setback will actually build resilience, and it is an opportunity for you to learn and to become better, to bounce back better. So the moment you are able to reframe those negative thoughts, it allows those pessimistic thought to die down. It begins to reduce the energy of what those pessimistic thought can do to you. So trying to reframe negative thought, because they are going to come into your mind, they are going to come. These are thoughts that are inevitable. So if you can find a way to reframe it, trust me, you are good to go. And the next exercise I want you to practice in the year 2025 about optimism exercise is what I call, create an optimistic mantra. Create an optimistic mantra. When I mean creating an optimistic mantra, when you talk about mantra, it is just more like a little phrase or a slogan that you can keep repeating to yourself, that builds your resilience and confidence going into the year 2025. Sometimes the down moments are going to come, and the only way you can actually withstand the storm sometimes is to keep meditating or keep repeating and affirming those positive mantras, optimistic mantras that you keep saying to yourself, because these are the things that will build your self-confidence. These are the things that will build resilience in you to keep going, not to give up, not to allow the storm of the year to wither you away, to keep you balanced and keep going. Talking about creating an optimistic mantra, like the one I do tell myself whenever things get hard, and it looks like things are going to look impossible, I just keep repeating to myself that no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I am going to make it. Whenever you keep practicing mantras like that, or telling yourself that I must win, I can do it, yes I can, phrases like that has the power to keep you positive, to keep you optimistic, and keep you going in your journey. Sure, that I'm very, very sure that yes, 2025 has a lot to offer, but do not forget that you have to be optimistic, and creating an optimistic mantra is one of the exercises you need to practice. Keep doing it and you will discover that you've been able to build resilience and confidence inside of you. Also, another exercise that you need to practice for your optimism in the year 2025 is what I call embrace positive self-talk. Embracing positive self-talk is very, very crucial in this journey of 2025. You know that the year is going to bring a lot of things that we cannot foresee right now, but we all know that our positivity is what keeps us going. So creating a positive self-talk, embracing it daily, or sometimes doing it occasionally. You have to keep doing it over and over and over again until it becomes a part of you. It becomes a second nature. You've been able to create a personality that can withstand any form of negativity. You understand? When you keep embracing this positive self-talk that you do on a daily basis, affirming it will continue to build resilience and confidence in you, and that gives you that ability to go into the year 2025 regardless of whatever comes your way. You already know that yes, you've built something inside of you that can withstand the storm of negativity. And also another exercise you need to practice is what I call practicing gratitude and appreciation. You need to cultivate the habit, the attitude of gratitude, because it's going to help you in your journey going into the year 2025. Do not forget that these are exercises that are meant to happen in your mind. When you keep doing things like this, you might not see the effect, but gradually in your subconscious mind, these are what is building muscles in your mind. Because when you keep repeating this attitude of gratitude, when you get grateful for little things, look at your surroundings, look at your environment. Do not try to focus on the negative part of what is happening around you. You waking up this morning, the breath in your lungs is something to be grateful for. Eating, sometimes some of us try to take all these things for granted. When you even eat just a meal a day is something you should be grateful for. So by the time you keep cultivating this habit of gratitude, you discover that you naturally become an optimistic person. And when any form of pessimism or negativity comes your way, those habits of gratitude you've done in the time past are what will keep you going, that will make you focus on the positive. And sometimes some of us have a bad day, and the only thing that can keep us going is to look for that little thing, the little positivity, and be grateful for it throughout that day. Sometimes things might not go well. You go for that job interview, you are not picked. You applied for that visa, you were not given, and the only thing that you can just look forward to in that day was the fact that you can still breathe, you can still move your body, you can still do more, you can still apply more. So when you're grateful for things like that, you understand that yes, you have the ability to keep going and to never give up. And lastly, on today's edition, one of the last exercises I wanted to cultivate going into the year 2025, keeping an optimistic view of the year, is what I call surrounding yourself with positive people. This is very essential and crucial in your journey this year, because negative energy would always drain you. So you need to maintain a positive environment. You have to be careful of the kind of people you move around with this year. You need to understand that the energy for the year is positivity, and you need to look for people who are positive, who can inspire, who can encourage, who can motivate you to keep on pushing regardless of the obstacle, regardless of the adversities that life throws at you. When you go in the midst of people who complain, who just try to shift the blame and try to stay negative, there is no way this is not going to affect your own energy, because energy attracts energy. So you need to look for people who can, friends, family, who can encourage, who can support you. Like they do say, iron sharpeneth iron. So this is very crucial for you. Look for a positive environment. Keep yourself in environment of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Once you are able to do this consistently this year, you discover that your energy automatically becomes positive, and no negative thing can stop you, or nothing can make you feel pessimistic about what the year 2025 has to offer for you. I believe that all of these things are little tips that we have for you today, and there are many more, but we believe that little will become something you can increase and amass to become something bigger. So when you practice these little exercises continuously, consistently, this is the way to build an optimistic lifestyle. And we want you to practice this exercise. Do not forget that exercise for your mind, just like the way you build your muscles for your arms and your body, is also the way you build muscles for your mind. And this is the exercise you need to practice consistently and daily. When you keep doing this, trust me, 2025, you are unstoppable. Go out there and enjoy and make it big. Alright, that is how we bring it to an end on today's edition. Yes, we really appreciate the time spent with us. Every second, every moment really count, and we appreciate it right here on MC Ambassador TV. And we believe we've been able to plant a seed of optimism in your heart, and we believe throughout the year 2025 that seed will keep growing, and by the end of the year we believe it's going to yield positive result. It's a pleasure doing this once again with you, starting the year with our esteemed listeners. And do not forget that I still remain your cool, calm, and collected Joe. You can catch me live on my social media handle. On Twitter, just search for the CCC Everohen, or just on Instagram, search for real_Joe Baba, so that we can connect on an individual level, so we can always enjoy this journey beyond the studio. Thank you once again. We really appreciate you, and that is how we'll call it a wrap on today's edition. Do not forget that yes, life is always about being positive. Thank you once again. Stay blessed, feel calm, enjoy your day.